It says, okay, here we go.
Gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go.
Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal.
Shelly
Me don't want no fake love,
and
me only want the real deal.
Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets.
Shelly Light and Vila Bird.
Shelly Light and Vila Bird.
Shelly Light and Vila Bird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Shelly Light and Vila Bird.
Shelly Light and Vila Bird.
Shelly Light and Vila.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey
I'm never in the
everybody.
screen, right?
Hey everybody.
How are you lovely babies doing on this
Hello
fab
in the room.
Monday?
I could have been charging my phone the whole time. Didn't realize I could be charging.
So, I hope everybody's having a great Monday. It's been a good one. It's cold. It's snowing in Atlanta. Well, it's snowing in Stone Mountain. I don't know about everybody else side of Atlanta. It's a little bit better than none. So that is
Well,
good.
I love snow.
I hate snow.
I don't.
I like it when it just lands and it's not walked through and it doesn't have all the red dirt into the white snow. That's when I like snow.
You don't go outside anyway. But this is a baby.
Well, you got a point there,
Y'all, this girl
Laverne.
can't walk from her driveway to her front door. If she ain't in the garage, she don't get out the car.
Vaughn, you know what? You would have been proud of me today. You know why? Because when I
Why?
came home, I actually took, because Jillian was at work, I actually took every bag that was at the trash can to the end of the driveway.
Stop. That's why that's no.
And it was a lot. I was like, God damn, we had a lot of pots and pans and shit that was thrown away.
That's why it's damn.
Yeah, it could be because I'm telling you, I was like, I'm not gonna wait for Jillian because it's gonna take forever, and it's cold as shit out there. So I was just like, let me just do it myself. So,
Yeah. I'm so sleepy.
See.
I just got up like 2 seconds ago, put on some eyebrows, so I don't look like I was dead.
Just tell the people you put on your eyebrows. She put on her. You look pale today, Vaughn.
Huh?
You like a whole white woman.
I need some blood.
You're turning into a white girl.
Well, you been looking at one, so I guess I know what it feels like. And it might be my light, because you look dark.
Do I?
We know that ain't true.
Do I?
Anyway, y'all, come on in, so we can get this started. So I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all what this topic is today, which most of you know already. What are the biggest misconceptions about relationships you had when you were growing up that you learned you weren't realistic as an adult? That you're supposed to cook every day, you're supposed to stay barefoot and pregnant, you're supposed to have sex on demand, that you didn't have to work. That's the number one. That the man can't take care of the kids and go to work too, just like the woman.
Did you say the topic?
Yeah, I said you didn't pay attention. Why is it an echo?
I don't know. I was trying to figure. Maybe that's why I like hearing it in doubles.
Yeah. But anywho, I think those are major misconceptions. Because when you're growing up, you were taught that the man takes care of the household, the woman takes care of everything. I know, Jamel, I don't know what the echo is.
Is your phone on?
Huh?
Is your phone on?
No, my phone
No, my
ain't off.
phone
It
ain't
ain't
off.
never
It ain't
off.
never
It's something
off.
on
It's
your
something on
end.
your end. It's not my end.
Okay, I'm gonna turn
Okay, I'm
my
gonna
phone
turn my
off and we're
phone
gonna
off and we're
see.
gonna see.
And I never
And I
turn my
never turn
phone
my
off.
phone off. Let me see. Come off this. Hold on.
Okay, my
Okay,
phone is
my
off
phone's off.
and it's
Okay,
still
mine
doing
is
it.
off. Okay, hold on. Let
I
me go
don't know
to
what
the
that
screen.
is.
I don't know what that is. Let me come out and come back in. You go ahead and continue.
Okay, but
Okay,
anywho,
but anywho,
I think
I
that those are major misconceptions of what we were taught to believe growing up, what our marriage should be or what a marriage should consist of. Because today, we as women do it all. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to plug my thing back in here. Hold on. Where is it? I can't see. Oh my goodness. It's one of those days, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'll get it right in a minute. But I think those are some major misconceptions that, when they said, the man's supposed
supposed
to
to
do
do
this
this,
and do
and
that,
do
and
that,
woman's
and
supposed to.
woman's supposed
Hey,
to. Hey,
Abba.
Abba. Hey, Abba.
Yep, it is
Yep, it
you
is
because it
you
wasn't
because
doing
it
it when you were
wasn't doing it
gone.
when you were gone. I'm gonna come off and listen to you on live to see if it's still happening.
Now, this is why we should go on
Till
early.
you talk.
Okay.
Now, this is why we should go early. Okay.
But
Goodbye.
anywho,
Goodbye.
um, hi, Kurt. How are you this evening? So the topic is I'm trying to get my phone plugged back up, y'all. I can't see nothing. So okay, wait a minute. I think I got it. Damn, that ain't it. Okay, I got it, y'all. Sorry. But the topic is what are some of the misconceptions that you were taught as a kid that that no longer apply as an adult or in your adult life? You still hear the echo? I don't know what it is then. I can't figure it out, Abba. That's why Shelly stepped off to see if it was coming from her phone, but I don't hear it now. I only hear it when she comes back in on the screen. Let me see. We were supposed to be getting on a little bit earlier, but it didn't work out that way. So let me see. Let me check it out. Hold on. Let's see what we have here. You still hear the echo? I don't know what it is then. Now I only hear it when she comes back in on the let's see what we have here. You still hear the echo? I don't know what it is then. What you say? I don't hear it now. Supposed to be now. I only hear earlier, but that's why it didn't work out that way. Here. Still hear the echo? I don't know what it is. Let me see. Let me check it out. What you say? I don't hear it now. Supposed to be now. I only hear earlier, but that's why it didn't work out. Okay, that's what I thought. But you threw me off. But anywho, I was saying for those of you that are just coming on, the topic is what's the biggest misconception about relationships you had when you were growing up that you learned weren't realistic as an adult? So I said stand barefoot and pregnant, that the men can't take care of the kids just because they work too. What else did I say? That you're supposed to have sex on demand. The submission is definitely out the window for most women in this era. So it's a few things. So what do y'all think? What are some of the misconceptions that y'all had? Because like I was saying a minute ago, we do it all now. We gotta go to work, gotta come home, take care of the kids, help with the homework, get them up for school in the morning, cook breakfast, do all that stuff. Oh yeah, and that you're supposed to have a meal on the table 3 times a day. That was another misconception because you barely get people to cook it all now. But some of us still do. I don't cook no 3 meals a day now, but I cook. And I cook when I feel like it. That's when I cook. But I like to cook too, so it's not a big deal. But anywho, Abba, how you been? What's up? We still didn't get that picture from you. Hey, uh, hey, Orlando. What you say? Yeah, you were gonna have sex every day. That's not realistic. Even though some people are, highly sexual, they still don't do it every day. I don't care. I mean, some people you can knock them off here and there because I don't need a lot. You know what I mean? I get me some couple times a week. I'm good. That's if I'm in a relationship. Now let me change that, Orlando. I do like it a lot, but if I'm not in a relationship, it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I just focus on other things and do other stuff. So to me, that's just not a big deal. Sex is not a big issue for me with that. So I don't know about that. But yeah, that was one. I don't know. It could be. I know, right? Shit, you be tired. Woman be all sore. You can't touch it. Can't do that. I go sit in the bathtub full of hot water and all that kind of shit. Ain't nobody got time for that. I got stuff to do. I ain't got time to be doing that. No, every day, just sitting there, just be like, can't hardly move, can't walk, can't, well, depends on if you got a big ding ding or not, too. Orlando, I'm just saying. That if you got, I would say biggest misconception, gentlemanly behavior leads to bedroom action. That ain't always true, Albert, right? That is a misconception for sure. Because just because you're treated a certain way doesn't automatically guarantee you're going to get some draws, so to speak. You know what I mean? So it just depends on the person. But, again, you can like, hey, Torin, how are you? But again, it's just all perception and the type of people that you meet because, a lot of people still have old school values. Now, I don't know how far they get with them, and the people that they meet, because, growing up, the man is supposed to be the head of the household, which it should be that way either way, but it's just not like that anymore because you have more women that's, taking over the male role. There's a lot of stay-at-home husbands now. You didn't hear that shit back in the day. The man was getting up and going to work. And if he didn't get up to go work and provide for his family, a whole nother man stepped in to take care of that family. And that was just it. Period. I seen that with my own two eyes. So, it's just, like I said, all in perception, how you raised and what your personal beliefs are, because you don't have to, I mean, of course we were raised like, I believe that when you're a certain religion, and I never talk about religion, but I believe when you're a certain religion, and you can take your children to, whatever religion you practice, but leave it open for them to decide for themselves as they get older which way they want to go. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like the same thing. You just have to know what you want. And it's somebody for everybody. If one person don't like what you're doing, another person may love it. So it just depends on, again, perception and what the person wants and expects out of you. So, hey, it is what it is. Make it do what it do. That's all I can say about that because, listen, I am a modern day woman. I know how to take care of my house. I know how to take care of home. I know how to do all the stuff that we've been taught and bred to do. But you got to do your part too. I'm not just going to be out here breaking my back, taking care of this and doing that. And you just sitting around, you ain't doing shit. You come home, want to pop open a beer and don't say two words, but then you want to have sex. And I was, no. Because I remember listening to my mother and some of my aunts and talk like how the man would go out. The men had different families on different sides of town and stuff. And when they come home, the wife still had to do everything that he wanted to get done. He may not even talk to her, but just want to have sex with her and still not have a conversation with her. That's a huge ass misconception because negative. That can't go down. I mean, some women may still do that and all that kind of stuff, but that submission shit is out the window. I'm just saying it is what it is. Shelly, you back?
Yeah, I just want to make sure there wasn't echoing before I
Okay, it's
got
back
it.
now. What'd you do?
I changed the definitions of the audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but yeah, I was just saying that, a lot of the misconceptions. Abba said, gentlemanly behavior leads to bedroom action. I said, yeah, that is a myth. And Lando said he thought he'd be having sex every day. He said, shit, I'd be tired.
That's a misconception. Doesn't happen. I mean, it does sometimes, but no, that's
What,
not an everyday thing.
Tori, what do you mean you're starting your recovery? What recovery? From what?
Oh, he had surgery today.
Oh, well, I hope you get to feeling better soon. I didn't know you were having surgery, but I'm wishing you and pray for you a speedy recovery. But like I said, women are not submissive like that anymore. But like I said, I do know how to take care of home. I know how to do the things that I'm supposed to do, but we're gonna have to do this together. It's not gonna be a one-sided thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person, I'm as good as you are to me. If you're good to me, I'll be great to you, and vice versa. I give you what you give, what you get what you give, basically, is what I'm saying. So if you want to sit around, you don't want to do shit, guess what? That's what you're gonna get out of me. Because guess what? I'm good at not doing shit if that comes down to that. Okay. I'm telling you. I would say, from what I understand, marriages where the wife is a breadwinner have a higher likelihood of failure. For all modern values women profess to have, it seems that biology prefers traditional role. Not necessarily, but that's if a woman and a man is confident within himself. Because I feel like when the woman is the breadwinner and it starts to fail, is because the man, and she makes him feel like he's less than a man because she's the breadwinner. Then I think that's when the problems come into where shit starts to fall apart. You think so?
I think so. I agree with that.
Yeah, because you got some women that, they'll tell me, you ain't shit. I make all the money around here. I do this. But men do that to women all the time. I pay these bills, so you're going to listen to what I say. And if you don't like it, blah, 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 blah. It happens all the
Right.
time.
And then you can
So,
go, or you can leave, or you can this and that and the third.
yeah. So I don't think that, because my thing is, as long as he's doing something and he's trying, and I see that he's trying, then we can work together and make something happen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Karan. Karan said, "Let's work it out, baby." Oh, you're welcome, Torrin. But yeah, that's how it's supposed to be, because money is usually the cause of any marital or relationship problems, other than cheating. It's always about money. People hide money, and too, another misconception is, back in the day, the women weren't allowed to handle the money. The men had to handle the money. The only thing they could do was go to the grocery store, but he took care of everything else, which brings me back to what I said the other day when I said women let men cripple them from that era, when something happens to the man before them and they don't know how to do anything. Something so simple as to go pay a bill. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. You got to always have some type of independence about yourself. Orlando said, I wouldn't mind if I was with a woman who made more money than me. Most men, well, I'm saying a lot of men wouldn't, but a lot of men got a problem with that, Orlando.
It's men. I
That's
think it's the men
bad.
that have like self-esteem issues. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
it's like a man that's in his, that knows his worth, that it would bother one of those kind of men. But I think it's the ones that have like egos and stuff like that. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's when it affects them.
And and another thing I said too, another misconception is that the woman is not supposed to work because she's supposed to take care of the house. Negative. If your ass don't work, and you might be stuck. What if he just decides to get up and leave you one day, and you don't have anything? You know what I'm saying? I've always thought like
Mm-hmm.
that. Like, what if I didn't? I just sat around and I didn't do nothing, and then he come and decide one day he just want to leave, or leave you for another woman and just leave you high and dry. What are you gonna do? You don't know how to do anything because you never worked. You don't have any skills. The only thing you know how to do is take care of kids and clean the house. That's it. So what are you supposed to do? But you got a lot of people that don't
And you're
just don't
stuck.
want to work. Yeah, but you got a lot of people who just don't want to work. Period. And they prefer a man does all that and take all the shit they give them just so they ain't got to go to work. I'm not one of them chicks. I can't do that. Mm-mm.
Nah, I don't think I'm her
No, I'm
either.
sorry. I can't do it. But yeah, so shit. Most
Hmm.
men don't be happy a woman makes more money. That's the less shit she got to ask you for, or hope to get help from you
Yeah.
for. You know what I'm
Usually if
saying?
she's making good money, when things fall apart, she can hold it down by
Yeah,
herself.
yeah. Ooh,
But once
excuse me,
again,
y'all.
it still depends. It depends on the man. and it depends on the kind of
Yeah.
man you're.
You got to have a man that has confidence, you know what I'm saying, that's secure within himself. I mean, it's like he's still a provider, but he knows that he doesn't have to do it for you. He does it because that's what he feels like he should do as a man, to take care of his woman, period. You know, and he ain't worrying about what she done. She got paid and she made this and she did it. He ain't worried about that because he's stepping up into the role what a man's supposed to do: provide and protect. That's it. Please provide and protect. I'm gonna add that one in there myself.
They
But
should.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, it's just, and just because you're independent, a lot of men love that too, because they know that you're self-sufficient. And but they ain't got to do a whole lot. I would say the data seems to point to the idea that women have more of a problem with a man earning less than men do, similar to a man being shorter than a woman. Now, Shelley got that issue. She don't like no short man. I'm just
I
saying.
don't.
She got a
It's
real bad complex about that.
yeah,
I told her he could be a short man with tall character.
yeah, for
Yeah.
you, because you're short.
Yeah, but I mean, I like tall guys too. I don't prefer short guys, but I love tall men.
So,
I
would
don't
you
know.
date a guy shorter than you?
Nope.
Okay, so
I feel like
imagine me.
I'm carrying my little grandbaby on my head.
That's
No.
exactly what it feels like to
I
me.
mean, but damn, I'm 5'2". Why I want to walk around with somebody like 4'10"?
Okay, so I'm 5'9", no, 5'10". So what would it look like if we walk around a guy that's 5'1" or 5'4"?
Like me and you, we standing beside each other
And
walking, walking
it looks
together.
so weird, but we're women, so it doesn't count. But it's like when you, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I don't know. That's weird to me. Still.
I'm sorry, y'all. I was so sleepy. I got up early and went to bed late. But yeah. So
We know. Excuse me. 5'4".
hmm.
Uh-huh.
So he says, let me read this in. That it seems to point to the idea that women have more of a problem with a man earning less. Women don't have a problem with a man earning less than she does. It's more so, I think, an ego thing for the man when the woman earns more. Abba. I just think that's just what I think, and that's what I've seen. Now, some men don't care, and some men, hey Vince, glad to see you back with the living. But
I
anywho,
think
but
I think men. I don't think women have a problem with it. I No, most women don't have a problem. I think that women's just happy if the man is working, like if he just
what
has a
point is
job.
proven, Abba? What do you mean? What point is proven? So, so Vince, being that you a PK, right? So, what do you think some of the misconceptions are about relationships that we grew up, that were instilled in us growing up, that you find to be uh, different now or non-existent? Hey, Angela.
Hey, Angela.
Orlando said I've tried to shoot my shot with this lady who was about 6'3" at the club. I was like, why the hell not? Right. How tall are you, though, Orlando?
Atlanta's tall. I mean, Atlanta, you're not short.
I mean, it's just to each his own. I mean, your preference is your preference. You know what I'm saying? It's like you might like a man with big feet. You might like a man. You don't like a man with little hands. You got it. I mean, it's just like whatever you like. That whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? So it's just different. Hmm. But anywho,
Yeah, it's different.
I just feel like now it's more of a equal playing field. You know what I'm saying? Because women can take care of themselves pretty much. You know what I'm saying? The man can too, and that's like that should be a plus. And then therefore you both have something to bring to the table, other than you just waiting. You can't eat till somebody bring it to your table. Like no, who wants to do that? You know what I'm saying? Like you can't move unless this person is providing for you. Like I couldn't live like that. And then you be sitting there needing something, and you got to ask them, and then you got to wait, or then they may decide to give it to you, won't give it to you until they decide to give it to you, and all that type of stuff. Like I would say, Viz Shell, would you date a man long term if you were the primary bill payer? Dating. Well, first of all, we just dating. I'm gonna be living by myself anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
True.
That
I'm paying
stacking
my
up stuff,
bills.
I don't do that. Yeah, I don't do that. So, I mean, I'm the bill payer now, primary, but there's only me here, and my kids. But
Right.
other than that, and it depends on too what was going on, what he was trying to do, what he's going through his own. He working towards something to do better. You know what I'm saying? Then that's
Mm-hmm.
different. Other than a person just laying up, just like shit. She got most of this, so I'm gonna do the
She
bare
got this
minimum.
covered, so let me just fall back. No, we can't do
No,
that.
then he gonna do just the bare minimum. No, it ain't no days like that, Abba. Orlando said he's 5'11". He said, hell, I was just curious, but this goes back to a previous comment. I would approach the baddest lady in the club. I remember you said that. He said, Shell, you
Mm-hmm.
just worried about them little hands.
And yes, I
Yeah.
am. Thank you very much.
She kills
I
me with
can't
that,
do
y'all.
it.
Oh my God. She kills me with that stuff. I
The
can't with her.
hands, honey. Look, my nephew was massaging my leg this weekend, and his little hands were so tiny, I almost felt weird. I
Brixton.
was like, Lord, look, this your hands are so small, boy.
And
He
he
got a
just
whole
he
little bit about
he'll
him.
do it. He's a gentleman though.
He was like,
He's only two. But he's
he's
only two,
stupid. He
but
got
he's a
little hands.
gentleman. We went to eat earlier, girl. They fell in love with him in a restaurant, and he's just a little flirt.
He is a funny little, beautiful little kid. Happy little spirit.
He is. He's a happy little baby. I was trying to look at something on here. Let me see. I was trying to go back to some comments from earlier today. But
She said they can't. Oh, no, it has nothing to do with that, Orlando. It's just, I don't know. For the longest time, I've always had a thing with midgets and short people. And it's not that I don't like them. I actually get along with them. I feel like I'm talking about something other from another planet, but that's not the case. It's just something about the littleness, I think, of their hands. There's
uh,
nothing else that bothers me but the hands. It's not the head, it's not the feet, it's just the hands.
she got a thing with feet too. You can't have ugly feet. You can't have little hands. They what? You can't
It's
be
like I'm
short.
awful.
So what if you
Well,
had a tall ass man with little bitty hands?
that wouldn't happen. It would never happen. No.
Abba said, would you date a 4-foot tripod? He's so silly.
No.
One of our viewers, Aaron, said that another misconception is those relationships worked and they lasted. That's not true either. Yeah, that's true, Aaron. But yeah, so like I say, it's all in what you want, and and times are so different now. You know what I mean? It's just hard to. You can't even
How
really
tall
put
are
none of
you?
it.
I just want to know, how tall are you? Are you like the average height of a man, 5'8"? Just curious. Since you're asking me what I date a 4-foot tripod. So would you date? Well, I don't know. Most men
Abba
don't just
must
go
be
out
all right.
seeking a tall woman. They're
Abba might
short.
be all right because his mama's friends is after him, honey.
Look, friends can be after somebody that's unattractive. Like, what does
True
that make
that.
a difference in the
That
real
is
world?
true.
It don't
That's true.
matter.
Well,
Nowadays, it ain't all about how you look.
Kurt said
Person
he's
6'2".
6'2".
Oh,
Okay.
shucks. Kind of
Okay,
tall
Kurt.
and sexy.
Next year you 5'10". There you go.
I know, right? The height and
Yeah, you
that's
about
perfect.
6 feet 6'1" with your heels on.
On a good day, I am
Mm-hmm.
tall. That's I I
Huh?
was your height. Look, I was your height in kindergarten.
That's all right. Look, great things come in small packages, baby. Don't
I
get
was
it
your height
twisted.
in kindergarten.
Look, don't get it twisted. Orlando said, it's always strange when I see guys post they would get with a little person. It's nothing wrong with it. It's just not my preference. They talking about women like under 4 feet. Yeah, like what is it? Little Women of Atlanta, that show, Little Women, about the little women, female midgets. Karan six
And they're
one.
little. And they're little.
Yeah, they little. I just thought about what somebody said about, hey Carlos, what's up? But I
Look,
thought about what this dude said one time when them little midgets. He said, I take her little ass. He said it'll be like what he say? A Rottweiler on a Chihuahua.
no, that's what Will was talking about. That Will was talking about. I could just take her and hit her through the window, like hit her from behind and watch her fly out the window and keep running around to the other side of the house to get her. I was like, that's awful.
That's gotta be so strange. It's like the dude just pick her up and looks like
I mean, if you have a fascination with booties, they have nice big old booties.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. They all got big old booties. Men love asses, so why not?
And that's what we have a problem with. I love the little people, the little women. I think they're adorable. It's just the men with the little hands. I mean, I don't care if you're a midget, tall. You know, you could be 6 foot with little hands, and it's still gonna be weird to me. So,
Angela said they short, but they thick. Yeah, they thick as hell,
yeah,
Angela.
yes, and they be
For
7'6".
real.
Some little midgets, some midgets,
No,
women, honey, got nice shapes.
no, but when they be on the show fighting and they little bitty hands like they can't get to each other, I'll be
They
cracking
reach
up.
is like yay small, right?
My daughter
No,
was
I
hooked
can't.
on that show. She's like, Mama, come and look. I was like, no.
Yeah, I saw one of them in Stonecrest in Forever 21. She was under the rack, scared the shit out of me. I kid you not. I screamed. I was like, ah, what is that? And it was little. And it was moving. And I was like, that's the girl from TV. I was like, I
You
don't give
so
a
damn
shit.
extra.
I
You
thought it was
so
my little
extra.
child. I almost kicked it. I felt some type
Oh
of
my
way.
God.
I was like,
Orlando
oh my
said
God,
no, but
crazy
I think
man.
of a kid when I see them. Hey, Greg. Greg said losing
Okay.
everything that you work for, houses, cars, trucks, 18 wheelers. Wow. Well, yeah, back in the day when people they
Yeah.
barely got divorced, but when they did, most of the time the men just started over because the women kept the kids and they just left the woman with the house or whatever, at a car, whatever the case may be. But now you got to split that shit down the middle or you getting taken to the cleaners by most women. I'm gonna say most because
Yeah.
most women. They said and the 401k. Damn, Greg, she did you in,
Damn,
did she?
Greg, did she take that too? Like she wanted
Yeah,
to divide
yeah.
it? What in the hell?
I don't know.
Some women have completely scorned the men to death.
Yeah, man. Listen, if I'm not happy, I don't care what we got. I'm not staying. It don't matter to me. Cause listen, I done had to start from the bottom more than one time. And listen, I know how to get
Okay.
myself back up. I'm not gonna stay somewhere just because I want this or I want that and be miserable or possibly end up getting killed or something. Cause some people kill you when you're trying to take their shit. For real. And I'm like, it ain't even
Yeah.
worth it. Like, okay, as long as I'm breathing, I can get me some money some kind of way. I don't worry about that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like people get caught up in the materialism. You know what I mean? And I don't think a lot of that was going on back then. And if they did, you do knew who was doing well though and who wasn't or who was doing better because they always wore the flies clothes and nice cars and all that type of stuff growing up. So
Right.
you knew which families was doing pretty good or whatever financially. Kurt said she was a gold digger. Yeah.
Exactly, Kirk. I agree.
Right, Greg. That's what I just said. You could get all that back. I need my peace. I need my sanity,
Peace
and
of
I need
mind.
to be free.
I
Mm-hmm.
said that, I talked about that earlier, y'all. Your peace of mind, just having that where somebody's
Mm-hmm.
not constantly over you, just kind of like, in your
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. Karan said, I like them shouties. Karan said he like the little women.
Karan. What are we going to
Listen,
do?
I got a niece. That girl is petrified of midgets. If she see one, she take off running. I don't care where you at. She just scared of them.
Yeah.
She is literally afraid of them. I said, girl, it's just a person. They just short. It's just they chromosomes got crossed up some kind of way. They just little people. She's like, she
Yeah.
ain't having it. Angela said people stay in for materialistic things. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. And that's what me and Shelly was talking about just, amongst ourselves the other day. It's just like those things you can get back. I don't care about no this, no that. Just give me my peace and leave me alone. If it ain't gonna work, it just ain't gonna work. You can have all that shit. I'm good. Just get on out my face and just leave me alone. I'm happy with that. Because, as long as you got your peace of mind, you got your sanity, you got your health, you can go out here and get you some more stuff. That's the easy part,
Mhm.
is you leaving with a peace of mind, or leaving with your life, period. But
Okay.
too, back in the day, I think, well, I can't say that because it happens so much now. Men were quicker to kill their wives back then, to me. I think.
Yeah. And yeah,
We grew
and
up
it
with
was
several people.
tolerated a lot back then.
Yeah, and and abuse too was a misconception. If he whooped your ass, you supposed to kept it quiet in your house and nobody knew about it. You couldn't reach
Yeah.
out for help. You know what I'm saying? That's another misconception. And women still do that too. They still hide it.
Because you
Because
gotta think about it. If you grew up in a household where you watched your mother get beat and hit it, and then that's her way of telling you that you don't tell what goes on in your house, you grow up
Mhm.
thinking that's okay.
Right, right. We ain't grow up with that. Nah.
Mhm.
Uh, Kurt said that's graveyard love, right? Because
Okay, but there's a lot of
we
people
grew up,
with graveyard love.
we grew up around some people whose parents, one of the parents killed the other one. Like growing up, I was real young, but I remember it though. And the kids was there. Then he killed himself. And who's to take care of the kids? You have to leave your kids with somebody else. That's selfish to me. Like, because the thing, if you with a jealous person, whatever they're thinking in their head, that's what's going on, whether it's true or not. And I always tell, my kids, if you see somebody, you see jealous streaks, go ahead on, because it's only gonna get worse eventually. Because people start out thinking it's cute, girl. He just act like that because he want me, and he doesn't know. He baiting your ass up, and you gonna keep putting up with it. And the next thing gonna come is some ass whoopings. So no, because if you hit
But
me, they're gonna know about it. I'm telling, I don't play that. Keep your hands to yourself. Ain't nobody got time for that. Man, I ain't got time to be going to jail, or to the hospital either.
yeah.
Either way. I was sad when I was young. I used to think that midgets were forest spirits, as my grandma would say. Scared the shit out of me until I actually spoke to one. She was really cool, which eased the fear.
Yeah, I
She
think a lot
said,
of people just
spirit.
have this
She
misconception
said
of midgets.
forest spirits.
Yeah, they're little people.
Yeah, Abba, you so crazy. Kurt said, real talk, nothing right. Just like move on. Like, because and two, men are not built like they were built back in the day either. Let's just keep it 100. They are just not.
Yeah.
Period. And I hate to put it like this, but I'm gonna say it because it's the only way I know how to say it. Men more bitches than a female, and that's just what it is these days. I mean, for real. Not trying to be mean or nothing. That's just the only way I know how to put it. The only way I know how to say it. But it's true. You know what I'm saying?
And you might be 100% correct, but honey, you're gonna piss off the whole of the network.
Yeah, it won't be the first time, and ain't sure ain't gonna be the
Say what
last.
you mean what you say.
Carlos said his crazy ass ex. uh, Orlando laughing at Abba, and he was like, "What?" I'm not saying all men, Kurt. Don't get me wrong when I say that. I said a lot of men
Lots of them.
more of a bitch than a female these days. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just like the smallest thing when dudes going through your phone and calling dudes back. Who does that? Like
An
what?
insecure dude. A very insecure
They do
dude.
stuff to females that men expect females to do. You got a lot of men out here doing that now, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like wanting to stay at home, which whatever your situation may be, it could be different. While he's the stay-at-home dad, and or whatever the case may be. But I'm talking about able-bodied people that can get up and do something,
Right.
but choose to watch this woman go to work, sit on his ass all day playing PS5, 4 or 5, whatever the case may be, and then when she get home, he asking her what we gonna eat today. I
We
can't get
already
started
know.
on that.
That's
I
not
ain't
a
gonna
good
get
look.
started on
Not a
that
good look.
because I see it all the time, and this is like wintertime coming. You gonna see these dudes that you've been seeing thotting all summer booed up. But guess what? It's finna be cold outside, and their ass needs somewhere to lay their head. The girl get food stamps. She probably got Section 8 or whatever the case may be, and he just laying up there. I know a dude. He only date girls that be on Section 8, be having guap. I'm gonna tell when I tell you, be having plenty of money in his pocket, won't give them girls $1, and they just happy to have him there.
Really? Wow.
I'm telling
What's
you,
really going
what I
on?
know. This. I can't make this shit up. He really is like that. He can have a stack like this.
I
And he
know.
put
I
his
know.
wallet on
It's
his
very
hand.
slim
And
to
I
the
be
picking
like,
of.
why you do that? He like, shit, why not? He said, why not? Shit, they just happy to have me there. I said, and you don't, he's like, no, shit, she get food stamps. She don't need no groceries. If she don't need, I said, what about a water bill, a light bill? So he's like, shit, he said she get a, what is that, energy assistance check for that shit. She don't need none of my money. I was like, man, you know how to
That's
find them. That's all I can
sad.
say. He know how to pick them. That's all I'm gonna say. And I mean, I'm dead ass. He does this, and they
Wow.
love him to death. Opposite men aren't bitches. Well, for the most part, they are more familiar of the system and simply value themselves a lot more. If you say
Okay,
so, it ain't no way to clean it up, baby. I'm trying. I'm sorry.
it is what it is.
Kurt said my ex did me like that. She was going to get her ass kicked by my ex friends. Wow. He said I'm still cool with some of my exes. I mean, I don't have a lot of exes, but the ones I do have, we cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
I don't
don't
have any
have
bad
bad
blood.
ties or burn bridges with people because it was never like bad breakups or shit like that. I probably just moved on. And they probably wonder what happened or something. Like, I just no, I don't do that. Because you never know
Yeah.
when you may need somebody. You know what I'm saying? So you try to keep
Yeah,
shit
you
at least
just fall back.
cordial.
You just kind of
Yeah,
like, okay,
you might as well keep things cordial. There ain't no sense in, we enemies and all that type of stuff. I don't believe in that. Angela said, I believe it. Yeah, they do, girl. You go see a whole lot in the mall. It's about Christmas time. Tax time is around the corner. You go see some whole, and when the summertime, when the spring hit, you're gonna see them out there with somebody else. They're gonna be fighting all summer because the girls gonna be mad they done laid up and spent their money and fed this dude all winter. And that's how it's
you
gonna
go,
be.
you
It
go
never
for the spring.
fails. And
It's
ladies,
terrible,
whoever,
boy.
please don't get nobody your money to call themselves flipping it. Please don't do that. Please don't
The
do it.
things
That's
we
all I'm
learn as
saying.
we grow older.
Now, I ain't never been that proud. I'll be like, what? Don't ask me to flip. No. If you got to ask me to flip some money, that means you ain't got no money from the begin with. So get on out my face. I keep my money and just keep it moving like I've been doing. Like, no, we're not doing that.
You is a whole
Yeah.
fool.
I'm
Mommy
for real.
said she ain't flipping shit, but I ain't flipping it either. But she said she ain't
Listen,
flipping nothing. Nothing.
if it ain't from some type of investment or me knowing it's a surefire way that's legal that I can get me some extra money, you sure ain't gonna
He
flip my
said
money doing
no.
no bullshit. I ain't trying to do that. Hey Lynn, Orlando said I have a bunch of exes. I'm just playing. Y'all don't believe you playing, Orlando.
I don't believe playing either, Orlando.
The
Y'all
topic
just running
tonight
around.
is I got to read it. Shelly wrote it out so long. Hold on.
Make it
No,
short.
I can't see. Uh, it is. Let me go back to it. Okay, what's the biggest misconception about relationships you had when you were growing up that you learned weren't realistic as an adult? That's the topic. Kirk
Your life
said.
is a
She
roller
says.
coaster.
Kirk said she said I could when she said I could when went through her phone. I don't play that. He said he played for keeps. She says I could when I threw her phone. I don't understand, Kurt. You had
She
to had
said you could go through her
a
phone.
typo somewhere. So I could. She said he could have went through his. I guess he said that she said he could have went through her phone, but he said he doesn't play that. He plays for keeps. Okay, Kurt. Abba said, Abba, we know this about you. Was mine is mine, was yours is yours. RV, a woman after my own heart. You so crazy. I'm trying to tell you, ain't nobody got time for that. Orlando said, that's your spouse should be your best friend. That is your spouse or whoever you're dating should be your best friend. If I
That
can't
doesn't mean
confide in you, we can't play, we can't joke and talk about any and everything under the sun, then that's a problem. Like that's what you initially get involved in a relationship before, because you match so well. It's supposed to be what it's for. And you
right.
could talk to this person about any and everything, and they're not jealous. You're not jealous because you have a mutual respect for each other. But relationships not built on that anymore either. Sadly, I'm just saying. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
But that
hmm.
still doesn't give a person a right to go through your stuff. I don't. Just
No.
because somebody says you can, and
Why should?
they don't hide their phone, they're not putting it down, doesn't mean every time it ring, you gonna be running up to them, giving it to them. That's just retarded.
I don't think you should be the person to ease somebody's insecurities, because if you're insecure, you're just insecure, and nothing you're gonna do is gonna make them feel any better. That's just something that's a them problem, not a you problem. And
Right.
so if they're offering you to look through their phone, hey boo, if they offer you to look through their phone, guess what? It's because they want to look in yours. And this ain't no monkey see, monkey do shit. If you want me to look in it, you asked me to do that. I never told you or suggested to you that you should look at mine too. No, I'm not
Right.
going to do that. Like, no. And first of all, if I wouldn't have anything to hide in my phone from the beginning. And if you go snooping and you looking and you see something you don't want to see, then guess what? That's on you, because you shouldn't have been damn looking. Period.
Well, I
Right.
always
You
tell
know,
people,
right.
mine.
Right.
I don't put a password, but if you pick that sucker up because you want to see, baby, you gonna see.
You're going to see a whole stream of dicks, because that's how it is. Dick.
You didn't see a lot, and I'm gonna tell you right now, you might not want to pick that motherfucker up.
Lynn said there's no misconceptions because she grew up too fast. I could feel that, Lynn. I could dig it. Letta said she can go through my main phone. Okay, Letta. Hi, Daniel. Daniel said y'all queens got me rolling and laughing, but shit, that's real talk. It's the truth. Letta said, but don't go through my burner. Oh, yeah. This is like, because Shelly, this is habit for me. Whenever I'm with anywhere, even at home right now, I turn my phone over face down. She can't stand that. Like,
that shit drives me crazy. I kid you.
Ain't none of your damn business. But that ain't why I turn my phone over. It's just habit. It's not because I'm trying to hide something or don't want you.
It's like you pick it up, it's turned down, you pick it up, you look at it, and then you turn it back down.
It's your phone. You can do what the hell you want to do with it.
I guess I don't understand the concept of that. Cause I'm like, if you want to see who's fucking calling you, have it up so you can see who's calling you. To me, you might be turning it, and yours might be totally not for no reason. But the average dude that does it, it's because you know what I'm saying? Like you with somebody, but they keep turning that motherfucker up and down. After a while, it's gonna become a distraction. You're like, God damn, how many times you gonna flip it upside down? Just turn it up and see who's fucking calling. Especially if you like dating somebody and it's not like all that to that point where you can be telling somebody why you flipping your phone upside down or whatever kind of nonsense people do. I just figure if you have people in your world that you have been kicking it with, they are still your people. Why are you hiding them at the point of you dating somebody? I don't get that.
That goes back to a trust issue too. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm with somebody and their phone ring, I'm like, shit, answer your phone. Like, because if mine ring, I'm gonna answer
mine. I'm like, wait a second, I gotta get.
And I don't have anything to hide. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back to what you just said. I knew people before I started talking to you, and it's not being
talking to you
because it just maybe just a friend or a homeboy or something calling saying, like, what's up, what you got going on, or whatever, which 9 times out of 10 with me, that's what it is. So it's nothing that I'm hiding. It's just like, but when you got a person and they like, let me go to the bathroom, I got to do this. No, now that's disrespectful if you're doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta take my phone to the bathroom with me.
Yeah,
I gotta take my phone to the kitchen. I gotta take my phone to the car. I don't have time to be looking for my phone like that, first of all. But a lot of people do that. They take their phone everywhere they go. It's like, what can that? I mean, you remember back in the day when you didn't even have a phone. Like, what did you do? You just you just went out the window. I mean, but you think about it. You didn't have it back then, and it was not, and you still did all the dirt you still did. How you did it, I don't know, but you did it.
Listen,
You get a phone, and now it's like texting. You're texting. You got girls' names in your phones. It's guys. You got guys, and you call them girls. I can't. It's too confusing.
listen. You can't stop nobody from doing anything they want to do. They could be the best person to you in your damn face, and as soon as you home or they get out, they doing all that dog shit. So
Everything
it
under the
doesn't
sun.
matter. It doesn't matter, and I'm not gonna stress my head with what you out here in the streets doing. Like, go ahead, because what you do gonna come to light. Because best believe if it come down to it, and I'm gone, and you lose me, then shit, that you gonna be hurting more than me. I'm just saying.
Especially when you're a person who knows your worth. So you
Yeah.
already know when you meet people, you already know the game they're running. You already know from how they roll with you. You already know from
Yep.
their movement. I mean, we have gotten to the point where we're smarter than. So we're like, what the effort you're putting into doing it is almost mind blowing because I'm already a step ahead of you. See what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like your effort is now in vain because now you've making an ass out of yourself because I done peeped you already. I don't
Yeah.
get it. I don't think a lot of some people do.
I would say your spouse should never be your best friend. If things go south, as it very often does, one loses a partner as well as a support system. Well, but when
I
people go
agree.
into stuff, they don't go into it with the intent of it not working, for one. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that works. And if you together, you with this person day in and day out, that should be who you confide in the most and, vent to and everything else. You know what I'm saying?
But
But
I
you got
think
a point there. You do have a good point with that.
I think
He
it's a
said,
line
second biggest,
to that. To what you tell
but
your
you just
spouse.
said
I get it.
it right now.
It's like me and you, we're best friends. Say you get married tomorrow, okay? And then you have this best friend husband now. And I'm telling you all my inner things and my stuff about me, and you going to tell it to your husband. That would bother
No,
me as my friend. I'm
negative.
like, I'm confiding in you. Like, why are you
I
telling
would
him?
never do that. Mm-mm.
But see,
I've
that
never done that. I don't,
some women get to that comfort with their spouse and they tell them every goddamn thing. And then you're
and
looking
then
at the
as soon as the
girlfriend
spouse get mad,
sideways.
he vents it out and tells you, and you be like,
Mhm.
"Well, how they know that? You know how I know
Right,
that she damn told it." Mm-mm.
right. Those kind of things. So I think I get what I was saying when it says, your best friend to a certain
I
degree.
get it. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a great point. He
Mhm.
also said the second biggest misconception is bros before hoes. Dudes are thirsty. You ain't never lied, Abba.
Yeah,
Kirk
you just said a
said,
mouthful.
I know guys change phone numbers, be players. Women do that all the time too, Kurt. All the time.
I've had the same phone number for so long.
I
I
had
mean, I
same
think
phone
if I
numbers
change it, I would forget it.
forever.
It's been forever. I don't even have time. I think people put too much time into their phones. People put too much time into texting people all goddamn day. People put too much time in things that they don't have to put too much time in. I think
The
it's so
wrong
much
thing.
simpler. Yeah, just to say, this is what it is. This is how I'm shooting. I'm out here. I'm doing me. I like you, but I'm still doing me. That's respectable.
Yeah.
But when you come with these clowny little games people play, all you do is just cause the woman to play the same damn game with you till she get tired and she just fall off.
Yep. She get tired of being tired.
It's like, okay,
Orlando, I got my phone face down right now. All right,
we in
Kurt.
front of Orlando.
Kurt said my cell phone never been changed. I had it for 20 years. See? Yeah.
Ooh, that's long.
Orlando
That's
said
about
her pizza hut called me twice today. You so crazy, Orlando. He said women play a lot of women play that game. Men play it all the time.
yeah.
Let's see. Karan said lots of business goes through the phone. You ain't lying.
Honey,
Good, bad,
lots of
and
ass
ugly.
goes to the phone. Everything
Good,
goes through the phone.
good, bad, and ugly. Yeah. Uh-huh. Karan said, we're not trying to lose you, V. I'm trying to tell you, honey. Mm-mm. Sure ain't. But anyway, Lynn said that part because women love for you to find out they sliding with your man. They sure do. Can't wait to tell it.
I don't see what you're seeing. I don't know. My comments are stuck on Abba. I have one comment.
It's like a whole slew of.
Yeah, I have like one. Literally, it's stuck on Abba. Maybe I'm turning it
Yeah,
not
and
really.
then she said, uh, let me see. Karan said a lot of women put walls up nowadays. Why? Because we tired of the bullshit, Karan. That's why.
Plain and
Plain and
simple.
simple. Plain and simple. You can't say it no simpler than that because you know men be some other shit. They be all in your face. Then they disappear. They over here at this woman house telling all these women the same lies. But if you smart enough to keep game, you see it before it even gets started. I just don't
Yeah.
have time. I know that
You
I'm guarded. I know that.
you just give them the room to just run free, honey. I mean, you just like I said, some men look for women that are just after certain things, and they want them to
Hey,
hype them
Kent.
up and give them this hype. Every woman ain't finna dance on your rhythm. You know, it's a lot to keep telling somebody, "Oh, this is great. Oh, I like your car. Oh, I like your house. Oh, I like your shoes. Oh, I like your socks." Otherwise, you just sound like an airhead. Like, at what point do you just be like, no?
Listen, I mean, I'm at the point in my life, and I tell anybody, I keep it 100. I'm straight up. I don't have time to play with you. Don't come around here playing with me. Excuse me. If you got something going on, lay that shit out on the table and give me the option to decide whether or not I want
Right.
to deal with it or not. And I'm going to do the same for you. We're two adults. There's no sense that I was playing games, lying, running around. You trying to be over here with that. You trying to be over here. No, not doing it. Because if you see me out with somebody, you already know what it is. I'm like, hey, how you doing? What's up? And I'm gonna keep it moving, and vice
And it
versa.
shouldn't be no bad vibe. It should be like, hey, how you doing? But no like bad intent because we weren't lying from jump. But when you start out with a lie and you end up with a lie, you already know somebody was playing salty in the tank. Somebody was swimming wrong.
Abba
Such is
said, if
life.
you're hiding, you ain't a player. You just sneaky. That part, Abba.
Exactly, Abba.
Bull said a woman leaves mentally before she leaves physically. That's true, Bull. That is very true.
That's fact. That is
Yeah.
factual.
Bullseye, Bull.
We tap out. Yeah, we tap out long before we bounce out.
Yeah. It's like when you leave mentally, nothing else follows, and it just dwindles on out, going about the business. But that's when they get to the point where he don't want to leave you alone at that point because he knows that you've had enough, that you've fed up, and when you're tired, and that's it. Opposite 20 years, a cell phone. Is it a brick? How are you crazy? Kurt said the phone is toxic. No, people make it toxic. Opposite Shelly is stuck on Abba. The universe might be telling you something.
No, Abba, you were stuck on he's stuck on my screen.
That's what he's saying. It's stuck on him. So you might be the universe telling you something.
So is that what it is? It's moving mountains here? No, I think my screen's just goddamn stuck. That's what it is.
Lynn said, you're right, Lynn. The older you get, you don't have time for the games. I was like that even when I was young. I was just like straightforward. I was just like, what's the point? Like Jalen, my godson, Jalen just like, like shit. Well, yeah, I did it. He ain't gonna lie about nothing. He just tell you it is what it is. I might ask him anything, and he be like, yeah, auntie, I do that. Or, no,
my
I
son
don't do
is
that.
like,
He's very
my son's
honest.
an open book. He's very honest. He don't have time to be filtering it. He be like, Ma, this is what it is. And I'd be like, oh, okay.
Hey, Rocky. You so great. What you mean, you, Rocky? But Abba said, Kadera, the term is called monkey branching.
Huh?
Swinging from tree to tree. He said
Oh,
what
yeah.
Kadera said when she said a woman leaves mentally before she leaves physically. She said men leave physically before they leave mentally. That's why it's easy for them to still double back with their past. Damn, boy, you've
Right.
been that psych class, girl, working out because you got some real knowledge on here today, girl. But
All
yeah,
right.
that's true though. It is true. And she's right too, because I read it, but I never put it in that context. You know what I'm saying? But that's true, boy. That's right. They can't see the comments either. I don't know. I can see everything, Kurt. I guess it depends on what you're on Facebook. Abba and Kadera are on coming in on YouTube, so you won't be able to see them on Facebook. So yeah, they're streaming from YouTube. Thank y'all. Y'all need to get on YouTube too and subscribe. We need y'all to subscribe. But yeah, but bull, that is so true. And then once they leave physically and we leave mentally, then they want to come back and try to pull you in because
And fix you.
they know, they try. That's when they want you the most, when you show them you don't give a shit. When you stop asking a man where he going, where he been, what he
What he
doing,
doing?
he know he done fucked up. He knows that. He know, like, damn, she ain't asked me no questions, like, what's wrong? And then you see him try to hang around a little bit more, try to do a little bit more of this, try to do a little bit more of that. By that time, our brains done left the building from where you at.
From where?
So
Yep.
we're on to move, preparing ourselves to move on to the next phase of our lives. It's not like we sitting around waiting on you to do that. And Bull, you're right. You can tell by their actions. A man's actions always tell everything.
Everything
Y'all
they're doing.
creatures, for real. Y'all real simple creatures.
I tell you, it's about movement. A man is about his movement, the way he moves. A woman, we as women are not stupid. That's what men have to realize. The average woman knows when some shit is wrong around her. She may want to act brain dead, but the average woman knows long before she goes start looking for shit. She already knows something's wrong.
You know why? Because of that women's intuition, it don't steer you wrong.
It's not. It never does. You be like thinking to yourself, "Shit ain't right here."
If your name is
He
on
might
my
want to
screen,
touch you a little harder. You be like, "Where you learned that at?" Want to flip you upside down by the head.
All right, you stream it on Facebook. Kurt, that's why you can't see their stuff from YouTube. She said that's a telltale sign. He said he wants you to care, but he doesn't want to realize that you don't. Absolutely. We know that too well, boo. She said you could feel another woman's presence. Yep. I would say men don't actually go back to the past, the widest net. They cast the widest net. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. He just throw his net out to see how far his reach is.
He can get it, and how far she'll allow him to go.
But you know, even with that, in the days and times that we live in, you can't go out here just doing that shit. Like, it's too much stuff out here for you to be doing that. You land with this woman, land with that woman, then you got a wife or a live-in girlfriend or whatever, and you taking whatever back home, them spirits mixing all up and all that type of stuff. No, Kurt said move. Kurt said move like a snake. And Bull said convenience. Yeah, because women allowed to be convenient because we put up with so much. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then people make the mistake and have the misconceptions of the person is going to change. When a person shows you who they are, believe it. And they are who they are. Yeah, people can change. And that's, to me, in certain areas. But if you've been doing something for 100 years, you ain't finna change for nobody that you've been with for a year or 2 years or 5 years.
You're not gonna change overnight, that's for sure.
No. Unless he really knows what he's about to lose and then try to really get his shit together. Karan said, how do you break down those walls? It's got to be you that helps her do it, Karan, because it's hard. Like, just say, like, if a person has been hurt, it's hard. The hardest thing for a person to do is trust somebody. And once anybody breaks your trust, it's hard for you to trust anybody else. And that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just, I don't want to deal with nobody's bullshit. I don't want to put myself out there and then you do exactly what I thought you were going to do. And which is why I keep myself guarded. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I know this, that, and you know, and there can't be somebody out there to change all of that. You know what I'm saying? But as of right now, it has not happened. You know what I'm saying? But it could be broken down, but it's all of how you treat that woman, how you make that woman feel, being a man of your word first and foremost, and doing the shit a man is supposed to do. Just being a real man, being a real dude, and keeping it 100. And you know, you always say, well, you don't want to hear the truth. No, we want to hear the truth. Tell me so I know how to move. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be having me over here thinking like we about to be Bunny and Clyde when we damn Rihanna and Chris Brown or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, no, just present who you are. Quit sending in representatives. Just put yourself out there and just be you. That's all you got to do. Just be you. Nothing else. Nobody asks you to be nobody else. Nobody's trying to get you to be somebody else. Just be yourself. That's it. That's all you got to be. Because I'm like this. I hate for a person, and I hate it with a passion, for somebody to tell me that they're going to do something and they don't do it. Don't, especially if you volunteer it and I ain't asked you nothing or nothing. You be like, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get that done. Don't worry about this. I might wait a day or two, maybe a week at the most. And if it ain't done, next time you come around me, it's done. And don't ask me, please don't ask me how it got done. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you were gonna do. And that's a real turnoff for me. Just don't do that. If you can't do it, say you can't do it. If you can't, okay. You don't. And if a person asks you something, 9 times out of 10, you know what you're gonna do, whether you're gonna do it or not. When that person asks you, just be straight up and say, "No, I can't do that," or "You can do it, but you ain't gonna do it." Whatever the case may be, don't lie about the shit.
Right.
People ask me shit all the time, and I just be like, "No." If I'm gonna do it, I'll be like, "Okay, cool, I can do that." If I'm not gonna do it, or I got to think about it, no, I ain't gonna do it, because I'm not gonna put myself out there like that to do that. And then be sitting there looking crazy, and then you looking like I'm supposed to do it. No, it's not gonna happen like that. That's just me. And anybody who knows me will tell you that about me. Let's see. Orlando says, so what does it mean when a man reaches out to a woman every morning? Nothing. You can just be cool with that person and say good morning every morning.
You just be wanting to say good morning every damn morning.
And not, and back to what I just said about the times we live in now, it's best that if you think about somebody, call that person, shoot them a text or whatever the case may be, because you never know. You hear 1 second and go on the next. So if you feel like you want to tell somebody good morning every morning, say good morning to that person every day. Good evening, good night, whatever the case may be. Just say it, and people stop holding grudges against people. You know what I'm saying? Life is short, and to me, you shorten your days when you sitting here bitter. You got an attitude all the time. You ain't never happy about nothing. Every time somebody talk to you, it's always negative. Get that shit out your brain. Bring some light and positivity into your circle so you can live a little bit longer and have fun. Learn how to have a good time.
Learn how to laugh.
Right, bull. It is called soul ties. Yep. I don't want nobody else's. Gonna keep that over there where you at.
People just gotta learn how to be honest.
Let's see. Okay. All right, Lynn. Lynn done joined us finally on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, Lynn.
Thank
She
you,
came
Lynn.
off Facebook and went on YouTube. Some want to change late, bull, but some never change. I don't give them how late it is. The older they get, the worse they get. True story. I'm telling you what I know.
Yes.
Kurt said true. Sophia said we really want to hear the truth, and wait a minute, it went away. And we can take it. Right. I don't know why y'all be thinking we so fragile after all the shit y'all throw at us, and we handle that like a champ. So why wouldn't you tell the truth? Albert said things are dangerous, but from what I've noticed, if poon looks good, smells good, tastes good, and feels good, for most men, the danger is secondary to the pleasure. You know what? I read a post today, Albert. It said, so if you got some good coochie and he got some good D, if they come together, what is that? I said a hot damn mess, because somebody gonna stay mad, worrying about what the other one doing and who they doing it with. Kurt said wounds can heal, scars will always be there. Facts, Kurt.
True.
I'm sorry, Orlando, if you get on the bus every morning, don't you say good morning to everyone every morning?
Some people don't, but some people get on and just as rude.
Just sit down and don't say nothing.
And don't say shit. They just get on and just be as miserable.
I'm just a friendly person. I am. I'm just friendly. Kadera said men or women don't realize multiple sex partners equal out to be soul ties. A lot of people don't, boo. They don't. They don't realize that. And every time they come and they sleep with somebody else, they drop it a little bit on you every time, every single time. You may take on some of that person's personality. You may take on whatever they got going on. You're gonna feel it some type of way, whether you realize it or not. Orlando said that's true, V. I stopped hanging out with one of my boys because of his negative energy. He got mad at me because I wouldn't be in his wedding, and it was on Christmas. What the hell? Who has a wedding on Christmas when people got other shit to do? They with their families and stuff.
They have their own family. That's selfish as hell anyway. Hell.
That didn't even make sense. Right. This is soul ties. What's that? We had a whole show on soul ties, Abba.
We sure did, Abba. Like
It
your
gets
twin
really
flame,
deep.
like the person you can't, no matter what you're doing in your
No, no,
life.
no, no. Soul
No,
ties is like
soul
every
ties.
person that you're with connects to you, and
They're
whatever
so
you
yeah.
do with another person, they're you taking parts and bits and pieces of this person's spirit, which is their soul, onto yourself, and you contaminating that other person with that person's spirit. So that's what you call soul ties, and it can sometimes be good, and it can sometimes be bad. Just like if you
Man,
got a person that's messy, a negative ass, dirty, like just a low down type of person, and that person sleep with that person and come to you, either that person gonna have it and it's gonna trickle off into you. So you pick up bits and pieces from other people when you got a person that's sleeping around with all these people. That's why you gotta cleanse yourself all the time with prayer, some kind of what they call it, Florida water or something, and some sage and some sticks or something. Put that all over yourself and get that shit up off of you. I'm trying to tell you. If I'm telling you something good.
burn sage.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's what it is. So, and then if you with somebody and the person you with, and then we're gonna get off of here, y'all. We done been over our hour. But if you with a person and then every time they come around you, you could be in a great mood. And as soon as they show up, it's like the devil jumps into you right then. That he's bringing or she's bringing all the shit that she's been exposed to outside of you. And then God forbid if y'all sleep together, then it's going to be worse. It's going to be some negative energies. You're going to be at each other like this a lot of times. And you know it, right, Bull? And a good detox to do it. Like, yeah, Kader said. He said, cheating is a choice, not a mistake. Exactly. I don't care if it happened 1 time, 2 times, 10 times. You made that decision to go cheat. And I ain't no cheater. That's one thing I'm not. I'll leave you alone first. Or I'm going to tell you, this is what I'm about to go do. And I'm going to give you the option to decide what you want to do. But technically, I didn't cheat on you because I told you what I was about to go do. And then if I'm telling you that, it's because ain't nothing really happening between us anyway at that point. But anyway, y'all, we've over our hour again as usual. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Some of y'all went on and subscribed today while we on live to our YouTube channel. Please, please, please keep doing that. But still like, share, and follow us on Instagram, Naughty Nights 22. Keep the comments coming, the questions coming, all the love that y'all show us and all that stuff. Orlando said cheating is work, so I've been told. I don't know. I don't got time for all that. Because I ain't got time to be thinking about lies I done had to tell and lies I done forgot. So, no, I'm just keeping it
And the
honest.
lives I gotta fix and maintain. And don't
Yeah,
forget, y'all,
it's
we're
too
gonna be selling
hard.
our shirts soon too. We'll be posting
Oh,
up the shirts
yeah.
and what they look like.
Yeah, she gonna put that up too. I don't know if she's gonna do it tonight, tomorrow, whatever. But y'all see what they look like this week, and y'all can shoot us the sizes and cash out with your information, and we'll send them out to you as well. So, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all good night. We love you guys. We will see you on Wednesday. We did miss y'all last Thursday, though. We did,
We
but
did.
by the time we got through eating, everybody had itis and couldn't nobody function. So I knew that was gonna be a bad move. Try to be on the live, we would have been asleep for real. So anyway, like I said, we love y'all. Y'all keep tuning in Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and we're gonna try to incorporate this 5 days a week at the beginning of the year somewhere. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna say good night to y'all.
Good
Shelly,
night.
we're loving life and loving what we
Loving what we
do.
do, y'all. Hold it down to the next time.
Orlando said he needs you to deliver his shirt personally.
I'll meet you at the same place I mentioned for the CDs. How about that?
Same bat time, same bat station, Orlando.
Same
Good
time,
night,
same
Alba. We miss you when you're not
night,
here.
Alba.
You too, boo. All right, we love y'all. Good night.
I don't have the song up. Hold up.
I got you.
Sorry. You got
I
it?
got you. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're now tuned into Naughty or Nice. Let's go.
Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal. Me don't want no fake love, me only want the real deal.
Shelly
Me don't want no fake love,
and
me only want the real deal.
Have you ever met a sister with her shit together? Maintaining, never complaining, trying to make shit better. She's got a real good life with the right frame of mind. She's the real deal, baby, and she know how to grind. On the job or in the bedroom, baby, the truth. And with her by your side, homeboy, you can't lose. Just slip on the dress and go to work like a pro. Then bring that ass home and drop it down to the floor. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's a lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets. Educated, sophisticated, conversation so deep. She's the lady in that world, but a freak in the sheets.
Shelly light and be lovebird.
Shelly light and be lovebird.
Shelly light and be lovebird. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Shelly light and be lovebird.
Shelly light and be lovebird.
Shelly light and be lovebird.
You got it?
On the delay. All right, Daniel. Good night. We
Good
appreciate
night.
it.